welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite podcast. This is Are You Garbage?
Oh, yeah.
It's that little show we sit down with your favorite comedians, and we find out if they're good to be classy, or if they're just a big old piece of trash.
Trash.
I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day. We're out back here at Tootie's in the new edition. She's down at the playground doing a little bocce.
Okay.
With the boys, taking a little money from the Italians.
All right.
My co-host is coming at you from right next to me. He is the CEO of Are You Garbage?
Shit.
He is an international businessman and my best pal in the whole wide world. Give it up for KJ, Kevin James Ryan, everybody.
What up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. As always, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. Then, obviously, the greatest website of all time, www.patreon.com/areyougarbage. You go over there and get all that bonus content, gang.
Yes, sir. And gang, we could not be more excited to have our incredibly, and I mean incredibly special guest here with us today for the first time. He is a legendary stand-up comedian, author, actor, and podcaster, and you might have seen him in, but not limited to. You got Louie, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. You got Punching Henry, Roseanne.
Wow, I don't even know these. I think I'm such a drunk that like every few years I'll go on IMDb and see what I've done.
I was never on Dateline.
12th episode of the
Yes, I
Rockford
was.
Files. You got the Road Dogg. You got Howard Stern. He's got his own Comedy Central Presents, Insomniac, The Man Show, of course. The Aristocrats, Tosh.0, Kill Tony, Bar Rescue. That's a first right there. I love that. WTF, This Is Not Happening, The Joe Rogan Experience.
all right.
No, we got to keep going.
We got to do it.
His literary work includes, you got Fun with Penophiles, The Best of Baiting. You have Digging Up Mother.
That's the funniest one ever. If you can find the best of baiting.
This is not fame.
It was best of baiting was it's the only thing I laugh at like I didn't do it.
Sure.
It was back in the early internet days, and there was a site called baiting.org, like fish baiting. And you would, like, Chris Hansen,
Sure.
bait files, and then just, like, I'm a 13-year-old girl that likes hot, sexy talk with older men. What? And then you trick them into, and it always ends with, oh, and now I'm pulling out my dick. And like, what? And
It's just Doug Stanhope, you asshole.
well, no, I wasn't. Yeah, Doug Stanhope didn't mean anything. It still doesn't mean anything. But now there's a few people. But back
Sure.
then, no one knew who.
You also got no encore for the donkey.
We got to do it.
Is this?
His albums and specials include The Great White Stanhope, Sicko, Something to Take the Edge Off, Die Laughing, Word of Mouth, Deadbeat Hero, Morbid Obscenity, No Refunds, From Across the Street, Burning the Bridge to Nowhere, Before Turning the Gun
hates
on
this.
Himself, Beer Hall Putsch, An Evening with Doug Stanhope, and The Dying of the Last Breed. Dying of a Last Breed.
This podcast is called "Here's Our Guest and Here's His Credits."
Watch him
Ta-da! Good night.
Folks, thanks for tuning in. You can hear him every week on his amazing podcast, the Doug Stanhope Podcast. But the big question in everybody's mind today, is he garbage?
I don't know.
I believe
my
the
God.
last time we saw the gentleman, he was stealing a cheddar omelet.
Dude, that was my first interaction with
hotel
you.
Tell me, because I was gonna come here and just steal like everything off Delta, like Biscoff cookies and everything.
They give them
like,
to you. You don't have to
I
steal.
know, but I was gonna like cram my pockets full like Grandma would with Splenda.
You got a
and-
seatbelt extender on you?
Yeah, and just bring it all to you to show you. You have no idea how excited I am to be here.
Awesome.
Doug Stanhope, ladies and gentlemen. The one, the only. A true American original.
Yes.
With a Michelob Ultra.
The
Which
world's
he brought
largest-
himself.
The first time we ever met was at Skankfest Houston. Right after
yeah.
right after the pandemic, just was in the middle of the pandemic.
I just coming back from Skankfest. I've been sneezing so bad.
Great.
I've been to 2 Skankfests.
We got the Skankfest COVID going
And
around.
I've never not gotten COVID from
great.
Skankfest. So, and I've been sneezing.
The Skankfest variant.
It is. It's probably
Penicillin
its
won't
own.
even cure that one. But I had met you, and I had met you in that we were in a very nice hotel. You were stealing an omelet, and I went up to you. I didn't know you were stealing an omelet.
Oh, yes.
And I went, "Hey, Doug, how you doing? I'm Kevin. I'm a comic. I have a podcast. Are you garbage?" You went, "I just stole this omelet." And I went, "Okay."
Can you keep your mouth shut?
And you're like, "You just have to dress. You just dress like you're staying here. And you just walk out like you own the place. I didn't pay for this."
Which I believe you were in a full tuxedo
Yeah,
at the
he was
time.
dressed very similar to how he is now. And I was just like, I literally walked back. I was like, "I just met Doug Stanhope." They're like, "What was he doing?" I went, "He stole a fucking omelet."
Yeah, and the last time we saw you was down at the mothership, and Kevin tells me the story. It was you, him, and Rogan in the green room.
And Ron White.
And Ron White, and I was on stage.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And you leaned over to Kevin and were watching me on the monitor and said, "Is he going to die?"
Because he's so big.
I went on the Ozempics the very next day.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so not garbage.
Sure. We're trying to keep him alive. I got rent to pay here, Doug.
One thing they told me about, and I forget who it was. I would rat them out if I knew. I go, because we're talking about how much we love your podcast. They go, the thing about Foley is every time he laughs, his tongue darts out, and once you see it, you can't unsee it.
It's a lot of tongue.
And then I couldn't unsee it. It was, it's a gorgeous tongue.
It's a big one.
Yeah, no.
I'm not on trial here. What the hell's going on?
If I had a vagina, I would try to make you laugh while you gave me cunnilingus. So that would dart into me.
There you go.
Some old Dangerfield bits. Give us the backstory on Doug Stanhope.
Massachusetts
And is this
kid.
known? What the origin? I mean, you're kind of the Joker. What is the origin
Yeah,
story?
you kind of are.
I really,
You just came from the airport. You got no luggage. What do you mean?
No, he did. I did get word he checked into the
Oh,
hotel.
yeah, we did check into the Hampton Inn.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Well, that was another thing when
Yeah,
we
we're
were
not paying for that.
we were. That's where they put homeless
It's
people.
very close. I'm very big about close.
You are.
Oh,
Well,
the
this
the
was
Ron White
The
story.
Ron White. We were
Oh,
all
my
sitting in
God.
there, and we were at the mothership in the green room. You asked me where we were staying, and I was like, "Oh, we got an Airbnb. There's like a group of us." And I asked you where you were staying, and you were staying at an airport hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm-
He
and-
likes the airport
and
hotel.
Doug,
Love the airport
And Ron
hotel.
White went, "Where are you staying?" And you were like, "At the Marriott by the airport." He goes, "You're fucking Doug Stanhope, and you're staying out by the airport?"
No. I found a better place near the mothership. There's a hostel.
No,
The United
shut
Hangar.
up. United Hangar. Yeah.
Ask Colin.
Are you really Colin Terrell?
Yes, I actually canceled the gig. I bailed out on it, but yeah, he's like, it was last Irish Day,
St. Patty's Day.
St.
Yeah.
Patrick's Day,
Irish Day.
Irish Day, and he goes, "Where are you staying?" We get a rate at this. I go, "No, I'm staying at a hostel right next door." And he's like, "Why would you do that?" I said, "Because it's funny."
Yeah, this guy lives
And
for
we
bits.
did. And we had bunk beds, and I fell out of the top bunk a third time. No more bunk beds.
and scarred some college kid from Northwestern.
Yeah,
It was
a bunch of Swedish guys being like, "Glooben Glorben."
So you grew up in Mass. Give us the origin.
I wanted to call ahead of time, Megan.
Yes.
And tell her, hey, by the way, I know you guys talk about what's your family history. Like,
Sure.
I am not a family guy. I disassociated
Okay.
myself from that
Okay.
at 18. I grew up in Massachusetts, and as soon as I was legal to leave, I fled.
Okay.
I fled to the West Coast. And,
Perfect, Doug Stanhope.
Yeah, like family means nothing to me.
Okay.
There were people. Mother, we put her down like a dog. Dad died on his own quickly. He's like, "Oh, I got cancer. I'm gonna go. Bye now." He's very nice.
Sure.
And my brother, we just kind of had a resurgence of talking to each other. But,
Okay.
Very nice.
So yeah, most of my adult life has been without family.
Without family.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Were you a good student? How were you in school?
You know what? I have made a list of how I am garbage. Let me tell you.
Hit me.
I told you the only reason I would ever come back to New York City is to do this show.
Thank
and
you,
that
buddy.
means the world to
Yes.
us.
And I found a reason. And in the meantime, like every couple days I go, oh my God, I am so garbage right now in my life. I should write it down. But you don't make a list
course.
with one thing. But every couple days I think of one thing. I'm like, shit. So I did start a list and I brought it, but I left it at the hotel. But there's so much garbage. I pissed my pants at Skankfest.
Okay.
And I want to give
That
a
was my closer.
shout out.
This was 3 days ago, by the way.
Well, it's over 3 days. I pissed my pants one of the 3 days of Skankfest.
No, I'm saying
And
you just did
Skankfest
this.
is really the best thing I have.
It's the best.
It's amazing.
That comedy has created. Like the just for laughs. Fuck. I was so happy that fucking thing failed and went bankrupt. I hated those cocksuckers so much.
I never met them, so fuck them. I don't care.
Oh, you never went to... Yeah. No one goes
I'm
to
a Skankfest man.
Yeah, no one goes to Skankfest to get a deal.
No.
Like-
You go to get COVID, apparently.
And a little kratom.
Yes, I fucking wrestled Yamanika Sanders because we had a beef on a bonfire 8 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And I go, we'll make up for it. And like I'm getting bumps of my coach, call her. My coach is giving me bumps of fucking ketamine right
What?
at ringside.
That's all class in my book, though.
52 years old.
You're doing-
57.
You're doing bumps at K?
Yeah,
I'm in the middle of a goddamn fight. I'm fighting for my life here.
No, before the fight. Before,
I'm sorry.
As they're doing the intro.
Pre-workout.
Bing,
Of course.
Ding. Yeah, mushrooms. We did every drug except for cocaine or fentanyl.
Yeah, whatever. Hand in
Fentanyl.
hand.
Like the way you said it.
That's a drug you don't intend to do. Didn't know.
Are you still back? Is that like, how often are you doing drugs?
Not at all,
I
ever.
mean, you just did ketamine during a boxing match.
Well,
It's not, don't say
how,
never.
how often do you wrestle a Foley-size woman of color? Probably not often.
That's a great point, Doug.
Yeah, so pair them up.
Okay.
Did you play any sports as a youngster? Were you a little league guy?
I played a year of football.
Did you?
Yeah, it was seventh grade, I think. Yeah, seventh grade, where the equipment
Is way
weighed more
too-
than you.
Sure.
And
Your head's
I
bobbling.
sucked.
What
And
position were you?
it was Iron Man, so I was a tight end and then something on defense.
Iron Man meaning you played both sides of the
Yeah,
ball.
because it was a
That's
tiny
old school.
town, Paxton, Massachusetts. Yes,
That's great, dude.
No ketamine back then.
Well, yeah, probably.
What about injuries as a kid? Just stay away from the family.
Broken
We'll
jaw.
focus on you.
I got
Broken jaw.
My brother broke my jaw for me.
Okay.
Because I was a little brother, and they would
Sure.
beat on me. Him and his friend Jeff Brown would they'd hold me down to do spit hangers, like, ooh, and then suck it back up, but sometimes miss. And then,
Sure. How does that lead to a
so
broken jaw?
my brother had me in a chokehold, and my defense as a small child was fake it.
Okay.
Ow! Ow!
I'm with you.
Sure.
So when my brother had me in a chokehold, I passed out. So my brother thought, oh, he's faking it again because, cry wolf.
Break his jaw. Make sure.
And he
he's
just
not-
let me go on a cement floor. And it was flop.
Fuck.
And then, and
Did they wire you up?
wired my jaw shut, and I missed the class trip to an amusement park. I think it was Whalen Park back then. The class trip. Oh, he can't go on a roller coaster because if he throws up,
Oh, he'll
he's
choke
gonna-
himself.
Yes, which good sense. Once
That's
even,
actually-
even I, as a child, said, "Yeah, that makes sense."
Did you go to public school, Catholic school? What'd you go to?
Public school through 9th grade,
Okay.
and then out.
You.
GED.
Wait, you
No
dropped
shit.
out in ninth
That's
grade.
my alma mater game is GED versus Job Corps. I did both. Am I garbage yet?
Wait a minute. What's Job Corps?
Job Corps? Yeah, it's like
It's like a placement thing, isn't it?
like a It's like a penal colony for kids who are trying to do better. They teach.
It's like
It was really like kind of a prison environment, and I was outpatient.
Oh, it's a program administered by the United States Department of Labor that offers free education and vocational training for young people ages 16 to 24.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I did the culinary arts, but most people stayed on campus.
You
Prison,
left.
and but I bust in and out, and they like.
Which somehow
I
seems
remember
trashier.
prison lingo from Job Corps where I smoked cigarettes, and they go, "Save me a check on that cigarette."
A check?
A check, which meant like when you were about to put it
Kills.
out.
Kills. Yeah,
Yeah.
we call it kills.
Oh, really?
Kills.
Yeah.
Shorts.
Let me get kills on that.
All right, well, I learned that in Job Corps. I didn't learn
I was
shit
serving
in
3
GED.
to 5. Okay.
Wait, did you decide not to go back to school, or were you not allowed back to school?
No,
after
I quit.
Dropped out.
I had to make deals with my mother and my father. My father was like head of the science department of Worcester Public Schools.
Wow.
And so he...
That's a bad look for him. Yeah.
Exactly. But he was a soft touch. He was he was like Mr. Cunningham from Happy Days. He's just a
Okay.
fucking nicest guy in the world.
What was the first job you had growing up? Did you start working young?
Newport Creamery was a...
Ooh.
do you know it?
No, I like
I
ice cream.
figured
No?
it's
It's
ice
like
cream.
Friendlies.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it was a sandwich ice cream shop where I was a busboy,
Okay.
and I had this same posture. I remember my mother would come in, she goes, "You walk like an old man." I was 16 years old, and it hasn't changed.
Lady, you got to buy something if you want.
Get off the lot if you ain't got cash, toots.
Okay, let's talk about Dollar Shave Club.
Ooh, shout out to that Dollar Shave Club.
Gang, whether you're smooth shaven or you're maintaining that beard, Dollar Shave Club offers shave and grooming products that are always high quality but never overpriced. And they'll be saying to you, "Hey, that's a nice face you shaved there."
Sure.
Talking about the Club Series 6-blade razor. A shave so comfy your skin will take a nap. Look at that.
Go night-night.
6 stainless steel blades for our closest and most comfortable shave with a vitamin E infused lubricant strip, so comfort and glide and precision trimmer is going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, they got the Club Series Diamond Grip Hand-Do, heavy metal handle. They got the shave butter. They got the post-shave do, hydration without the heavy
They do it
daddy-o.
all.
That's what they're doing. Plus, they got dry shave trimming. They got the precision trimmer, double head electric trimmer. They got it all. Whatever you need, they got it. They got the personal care for dudes, baby. But don't take our word for it. Try for yourself. You can visit their site right now for 20% off, $20 or more, and get your products delivered right to your door. Visit dollarshaveclub.com/garbage. Use the promo code garbage for 20% off your $20 or more order.
that
Do
right?
it.
Okay, let's talk about Liquid IV.
Shout out to Liquid IV. Like just had one about 20 minutes ago.
I had one an hour ago. What can you say about Liquid IV that you don't already know, gang? Whether you're sick, whether you're in the gym, or let's be honest, whether you're hung the fuck over.
a little bit of Irish flu.
Need a little relief. Do yourself a favor. Liquid IV, the flavors, the taste. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, we were just on the road for...
Saved us.
Saved us. We were on the road for 2 weeks straight, every day. Us, the whole crew. Liquid IVs. Wake up in the morning, you had a couple 2-3 cocktails. Maybe you went for a run. Bada bing, bada boom. Hit the Liquid IVs. I did not do the run. I was on a little bit of cocktail. It makes you feel complete.
I'm a strawberry man now, by the way.
What they just sent something? We got the some sort of blueberry, strawberry, boysenberry.
I used to be Yuzo pineapple. Now I'm all strawberry. Man, that's good.
It's fantastic. And here's my little, if you're out on a sauce, drink it before you go to bed for the night.
course.
You wake up, you let the Liquid IV and the hydration work while you're snoozing. Support everyday wellness with Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use the code GARBAGE at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using the promo code GARBAGE at liquidiv.com. Do it.
What was the pet situation growing up?
I always had cats. Mother was fond of the cats up until like too fond. She died a hoarder of cats.
Really?
Yeah.
How many cats are we talking when you were a kid in and out of the house?
I think she maxed out at 9. Whoa! But that was when I was already gone.
Already out.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I remember the first one that she had put down without our consent when I was a kid, and that was Harry. He's an orange cat, but he was a fighter and he was a meanster. But I loved him, and she's like, "Yeah, I had to have him put down." Like, but. We put Mother down eventually, so
Say
we're
no more.
even. We're even.
Man, this guy holds a grudge.
Harry says hi.
Okay, what was a vacation like? Did you travel at all?
Early days, we went to Martha's Vineyard.
Wow.
Very nice.
My grandmother, had a cottage on Martha's Vineyard
Okay.
where she was old and her husband died, and she just went and sold it without asking any of us for like, I think it was $14,000. That place would be like $1.5 million right now.
Yeah.
And she's like anyone, us as kids would use our fucking Cub Scout money.
To get
There's
it.
no
Yeah,
such
yeah,
thing
yeah,
as
yeah.
Cub Scout money, but whatever.
Depends if you got some of that hush money.
Like, what? Shit.
Depends what you look like in the uniform.
I like how you're pissed over real estate transactions, but you didn't get out of 9th grade. Like you had the forethought to be like, 14 grand, that's a fucking
The
steal.
appreciation alone on that.
We used to call it Grandma's dead money when she died, and we had a little bit of the money. I don't know, a couple $1,000.
Did it get
maybe.
to you or did?
Well, it got to us. I think my mother fucking
Sure.
She's like, oh, there's percentages, but Grandma was in the hospital for a while, dying, and Mother was the what do you
She
call
was
it?
cooking the books a little bit.
Executor.
Yes, and so she probably moved a lot of that money into her own account, and then we got 25% of shit. She was
Man, that's dirtbag 101. Someone dies and you're pissed at your take. That is 100 generational trash.
But my brother and I would always say, when do we get Grandma's dead money? You know, when you're a teenager, you don't have a lot of patience. When do we get Grandma's dead money?
Good Lord.
Oh, huh. Do you remember the grocery
I so want to be the fucking most garbage thing
Buddy,
you've ever
you're
had.
Don't worry.
K-bumps and female wrestling got you there.
And Grandma's dead money.
That was yesterday.
I know.
Not to mention the Harry's vendetta you have.
What was the grocery store growing up there?
Foodland.
Okay.
We got. I remember my brother and I got busted for stealing Starburst when we were like 7.
No shit.
And he was 9, or I was 5 and he was 7. I don't know. But we just, tore open the bag of Starburst and like picked a few out. And
Nice.
Who got you? Do you remember? Like an employee?
the fucking manager.
Damn.
Like, yeah.
Rat.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Tried to pay him off. Didn't budge.
Huh.
Okay. What's the first concert you went to, Doug? Do you remember?
Yeah. Well, there's 2.
Okay.
There's 3.
Okay. So not your first concert.
Well,
Give us all the concerts you've been to.
It depends. The first one I brought my mother to see Bill Cosby
Whoa.
Whoa.
on it was Mother's Day or her birthday or something. Like because we grew up listening to Bill Cosby
course.
albums. So okay, I brought that's not a concert.
Do you remember the venue?
Yeah, well, I know it was in Worcester,
Okay.
and it was
Like a theater.
yeah,
Okay.
a small theater, and then my mother took me to Chicago as a concert, and as she's smoking cigarettes, yelled at the people in front of us for smoking weed. And this is like 1985, so smoking weed is really fucking what?
Uh-huh.
Chicago was your first concert. That's pretty good.
But my first one alone, and that's what I count, where I go with my friends, was Jethro Tull.
Ooh.
Broadsword and the Beast tour at the Worcester Centrum.
Love Jethro Tull.
They're so
Locomotive Breath. That guy was great.
Yeah.
Ian, what's his name? I can't remember.
Anderson.
Yeah. He was something else.
What age we talking about when you went with your friends?
That would have been 81? Yeah, I think 81. Broadsword and the Beast, if you want to.
I think you were having 12 or 13. It would make sense, right?
I remember I go, I'm not going to drink because I want to remember it.
Did you drink or no?
No, but I did. Yeah. henceforward.
Sure. 1982, that was.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, wait. So I saw Jay Giles on New Year's Eve, I think, before that. Fucking,
My blood runs cold. My memory has just been sold. Is that their song?
yeah, that's fucking dog shit. Their early
That's hack
stuff.
shit, baby.
Angel is
That's
the center.
commercialized.
Yeah.
That's action. I love them. I fucking
Well,
love
Jay
them.
Giles was a very New England band doing like covers of the. Anyway, I can't. I don't know.
Okay. What was your first car? Your first personal car you had?
Whoa.
And what age?
I had a lot of cars for a minute.
Okay.
Like I had
Okay,
an
that's
MG
the first time we got that answer.
An MG that like went downhill and you could kickstart it in the
Right.
and it would run for like a quarter mile and then it would die. I had a Mustang. Well, with Grandma's dead money, that's
You
what
got
I
a
bought.
Mustang.
That's what you bought was a Mustang?
$800 Mustang, 1967 Mustang. But
Nice.
It had a broken leaf spring where they said, be careful because if you took a corner too hard, it could like come off. It was stuck to the frame and it could go into the gas tank and explode. So, but we still did donuts in the fucking high school, Doherty High School fucking parking, no, not parking lot, the football field.
You did them on the full. Okay.
Spinning up the fucking, yeah, we were awful kids. What did
You were a
you
kid
do?
out of a high school movie, dude. That's crazy.
What did you guys do that you should have been arrested for?
Yeah, a lot of that kind of shit.
Yeah.
A lot of drinking and, shenanigans.
Yeah, I did a lot of drinking and driving young
Yeah,
when you didn't know it was wrong.
sure. You also feel here. I mean, back then too, you feel a little invincible as well.
Yeah.
Like, not me.
It's a different time. What are we talking about?
It's a different day and age.
Okay. All right. So we got the vacations. No SATs,
I
I
pissed my
assume.
pants 2 days ago.
Well, yeah. Let's put a pin in the childhood. How'd that happen?
I pissed my
I feel like it was a choice.
I didn't know how I pissed my pants. We're at Skank Fest in Vegas, and I woke up and I don't have underwear on, which I always sleep like in what I'm wearing because that's how I fall down.
It's called passing out. Yeah.
Passing out? Is that a thing?
Passing out.
I mean,
yeah.
you make it sound like you're reading a
I
little
didn't
bit
know
before you
that's
fall asleep.
That's a great
He's-
Okay, so I wake up and I'm like, why am I balls out naked? And then I find my underpants and they're wet. I'm like, oh, I don't remember pissing myself.
Can I go swimming?
And then I found my pants and then they were damp. I'm like, all right, I don't know. And Bingo is like, she looks like that. She's kind of half mashed. You came back from the bathroom wet. I'm like, I don't know if you know what you're talking about. But then I was sitting to pee because I sit to pee. Like
Really?
A gentleman.
Really?
Yes, I'm a fucking 1%er.
Okay. You sit to pee all the time?
Nah, but in that place.
Like if you're
what
sharing
what
like a
place?
hotel room.
Yeah, we were. It's called the Sugar Shack at the Oasis at the Gold Spike. It's a long story. It's a fucking tiny house attached to a motel in Vegas, right beside where Skankfest Central is.
Okay.
It's 2 blocks away, but your tiny house is in the middle of a rave, an outdoor rave on Fridays, Saturdays, and if you want to leave after 9 p.m., you have to get patted down and ID'd to get back, TSA style, to get back into your room. It's fantastic and horrible at the same time. But you have your own yard in the middle of a rave. Imagine if all outside of this studio was rave, but just this. was
You have your own
front
little
yard.
lot, yeah.
And your tiny house here with a loft bed and a main bedroom and a full kitchen.
And that's a nice place, so you peed to sit down in there.
Well, I sat down to pee because I didn't. I
left his
I
pants
had
on.
I had to backtrack from I pissed my pants to how.
Okay.
So then when I was sitting to pee later, I'm like, oh, because when like if you sit to pee, you have to tuck your junk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think what I did is not.
Uh-huh.
So I started peeing
Into your pants.
Yeah,
It's
into
not
my.
too bad.
No,
It's
it's
not great.
Not a full pee in your pants.
It's not great.
Well, it's like I first checked the bed
You peed on your
If you
pants.
peed the bed, that's bad because you only have that one bed. And I'm like, the bed is dry as a bone, but my pants are wet as pee.
Huh.
I think
You
I
peed in your-
sat and to
peed
pee
on
it,
your pants.
and I didn't push down enough. I don't have a lot of cock,
Hey,
and I have too much balls.
you're preaching to the choir here, big dog.
We're talking to the peanut
Now,
gallery.
who books a place like this for you? Do you see that and book it? Do you do the research, or somebody
I
goes, "Hey, this would
generally
be fun"?
stay at the Plaza. They've been fucking great to me over the years, but this time, everyone now Skankfest is so big that anything nearby fucking jacks up their price. Oh, $30 for the Wednesday, $49 for the $1,500 for the Friday, Saturday. You fucking.
I'm going
So
to stay at a party.
Staying at $30 hotels. I love it.
I do. I absolutely.
The plaza? Like,
Yeah, Union Plaza. It was called the Union Plaza. Yeah, just down the street from Circa is where they all stay.
right.
But I found this, and I'm like, wait, this is a tiny house that you have
Who doesn't
to
want to
yourself.
sleep in a rave?
Did
Yeah.
you join the rave at any point?
No, the rave didn't. The rave actually only had all the awful music
Gotcha.
and not a lot of the folks.
Mm-hmm.
So
could you
Bingo's putting toilet paper in her ears.
I was going to say, could you sleep through that?
I can.
You pass out.
I take downers. Those are my drugs.
You take downers at the end of the night after boozing?
all the time.
What kind of
calls
downer?
them
I
downers?
know this guy's fucking.
I feel like I'm on an
Well,
episode of Chips.
Benadryls or Xanax.
Benadryls? Popping Benadryls after a night of boozing?
Yeah. How
This
else
guy's
are
on
you gonna sleep?
sidewasers. Uppers, downers, lefters, righters, whatever you got, Doug's in.
No, I'm not a drug guy except for sleeping
Or wrestling.
or wrestling. Yes, but I sleep every night. I wrestle.
wrestle once a week.
You take an antihistamine to go to bed.
Benadryls knock you out.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Or over the counters, just Sominex.
Yeah, just like the
Off-brand
the
sleepers.
Z-Quills or whatever.
Yeah.
Those equals are all right.
See,
How
it's
many?
the same thing.
If one of those will do it, or you like? You,
No, I double them
you
up.
double.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you?
Idiot. Doug, you are my favorite man in the world.
Dude, it's unbelievable.
Ah.
It's unbelievable.
Do you know how to juggle by any chance?
No, I don't really have any skills. I'm not really good at anything physically.
You got the Greco-Roman wrestling thing going.
Well, no, we had to stage that fight. Yamanika and I had a beef on Bonfire
Okay.
8 years ago where I was really
I remember
drunk.
this I watched this go down in real like in real time.
Yeah, I was doing a book tour. I was promoting a book, and I don't do anything sober professionally. Like if it's a
Socially,
podcast,
yeah.
I'm drinking. If
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a whatever, I'm drinking. Like I don't have any social skills that.
I'm right there with
fair
you.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine you're doing a book tour. That's like a 7-show Saturday.
Yeah, it's a
Right.
long day.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like I'm drinking at every show. So now I get to the Bonfire and I listened to it for the first time before I got in the ring with her. Because I'd heard some people say that you were fucked up and other people saying she was wrong. And so I listened to it and it was so. Do you have problems listening to
the
yourself?
worst.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's horrible, especially if you were
and when
drunk.
you're at your
Ah,
worst.
Of
ah,
course.
it's bad.
Yeah.
So I saw what I was going for, and she took it offensive
Okay.
before I could explain
You
what
just
I was
missed,
going
yeah.
to, cause I was talking like this. You've ever fucked someone that regretted fucking you? No, I have not. And she started shouting me down World Star style, and I couldn't get back to my point. And it was just, so I listened to it before.
You went back in the ring.
Yeah, and it was my idea. Hey, I want to make good. There's no better feeling than getting done with a beef.
Sure.
You're
Like
not
that-
wrong.
Yeah, that hanging over your head.
Sure.
8 years ago, and just hearing her name, like, oh, because I
Cringing,
know
yeah.
I'm probably at fault, but I never really listened.
And you guys are all good now? Bygones
yeah.
be bygones? She's the best. Love Yamanika.
Yeah.
Yes,
One of the funniest.
Well, yeah, we made out in the ring. That's how we.
I saw that this morning.
I go, hey, you don't want to wrestle. I don't want to wrestle. We're old. We can tear a ligament just by looking at each other in a stern way. Like, it's not
worth it.
Yeah. How about we just get in that fucking wrestling grasp and then just
It was very
make out?
It was very good.
Have you ever been asked to leave a restaurant?
Oh my God. Recently, yes.
That'll work.
It was a bar. It wasn't a restaurant. But yeah, we were up in Eugene, Oregon at a train station bar, and
You hang out, man. It's crazy.
yeah, well,
Were you catching a train?
we just killed Andy's dog, and we hey, we're celebrating, you know, like, hey, let's Irish
Irish Wake.
Irish Wake, okay.
right, and then this gal. All right. So Andy Andrist is the funniest person in the world, and it was we put his dog down, and then we were going back to take the train back from Eugene to Portland to do these shows with Brendan Walsh, and wrestling is on the Olympics.
Okay.
So it's that long ago, a month or two ago, and Andy says something to the effect of they should just judge the bouts by butt fucking. Like, you have to butt fuck that. And this lady bartender thought that was anti-gay or pro not gay,
sure.
or I don't know.
Offensive.
Yeah. So, and I go, Andy, you just bail out because she's not having you. And then she's like, then she takes it out. I'm like, I already threw the guy out, my friend.
So
I
you
told him.
preemptively told him to go.
Yeah,
She
like,
was
yeah.
still upset at you.
Yeah, she was
Had you
still
guys been
upset
in there
at
for
everything.
Had you been in there for a while? Were you guys?
You spending
One
good
drink,
money?
One drink.
One
No,
drink.
but I'm a fucking fantastic tipper.
Let's get into that. What's you go, you sit down, you get a beer.
shit.
What's a tip?
I thought because you guys had. Where's the Tom Segura? What is it? 51,000.
52,000.
Gs.
50.
Crazy you watched the show. This blows my fucking mind, dude.
So yesterday we're with Kreischer at football at the Circa, and I go, hey, listen, when they did the thing about they have it framed, I go, what's
Bert's?
because Bert's
Bert's
like
got a little bit of cash.
Sure.
half that, 27,000. He said,
No shit.
and he thought it was going to be a comp because it was at a casino.
That's his dumbass would do that.
the
What?
worst.
Huh?
And he said the worst part is the tipping, because when Leanne showed him the bill, like, no, this is not on the house. This is no that.
No, not on the arm.
He goes, it was the tipping. What was the hardest part? He said $7,000 was the tip. So I assume that it was 20,000 and then $7,000.
Yeah, that
but
makes
either
sense.
way, he's like,
Damn.
what do you tip when you thought it was going to be free?
They hand you a $20,000 bill. What do you tip? That's a $30,000 swing right there.
My biggest was $1,200. And I know you fucking 700. We spend that on fucking whatever.
I love how he immediately attacked us.
Where was that at?
That's a lot of fucking money.
It was
At a train station bar.
It was one round.
it was I have a lot of friends that are in the judicial system as judges, and we went to one of their conventions just because we're friends with the guys. And I go, hey. They go, hey, you want to meet up for drinks? I go, we're having dinner. I'm like, we'll come down and meet you. And I'm like, we have our wives with us. I'm like, oh, fuck. Because I always pick up the fucking tab.
Okay.
Unless it's Johnny Depp, I pick up the tab.
Oh, that's right. You're bullies with Johnny Depp. I
And a
forgot.
bunch of judges, apparently. Which how the fuck does that
This
happen?
guy's connected.
Kevin, let's talk about Fresh Direct.
Woo! Fresh Direct, Fresh Direct, Fresh Direct.
That's right. I was going to say it 3 more times, gang. Do yourself a favor and get over to Fresh Direct. We're talking about farm-to-table food sourced directly from farmers, fishermen, and ranchers and delivered straight to your door because, why? Top quality. That's what you're doing. You're not wasting time in the grocery store. You're getting the best you could possibly get delivered right to your goddamn door.
Standing in line like some bozo. Idiot. Shout out to Fresh Direct. They lined us up with a couple of promo codes. Go over there, wet my beak a little bit. And let me tell you, we got high quality. We got meats. We got everything shipped right to the door.
The produce is top shelf.
Dude, the meats, and I got to tell you, it saved me about 2 trips to the farmer's market with the bird. That
I don't know where they get them avocados. I'll tell you that.
I didn't have to go stand in line at a farmer's market. I go, babe, we got the meat's coming today. We don't need to go to the store.
Yeah, we got avocados, man. Usually you get them, and it takes like 7 days for them to become good. These things were perfect.
Yeah, shout out to Fresh Direct to save us from getting in a fight at a farmer's market. You're doing the Lord's work over there. For over 20 years, Fresh Direct has been delivering the freshest fruits, veggies, and meats to the tri-state area. Don't take our word for it. Try it to believe it with $50 off your first order, gang. That's a lot of turkey. Go for freshdirect.com. Use the code AYG. That's freshdirect.com, code AYG, for new customers to save $50 off your first order. Terms and restrictions apply. See the site for details. Now back to the show.
Back to the show.
Are you? So you're picking up the check unless it's Johnny Depp for the most part? Like in the circles you're running in, it's you?
Yeah, there's other people I would let pick up the check, but I don't eat with them. Rogan would always say, hey, when you come to town, let's go to dinner. I'm like, I don't really go to dinner with people.
Did you have dinner with
I'll go drinking with you.
Did you have dinner with the judges? Like, do you guys... Like, do you have a separate world outside of comedy? Like,
yeah, you got a whole crew.
When you're sitting down with the judges, like, are you...
Well, they're actually younger than me, which is weird to comprehend right now as I say it. They were lawyers when I knew them, but they were people in a small town.
Okay.
A justice of the peace and a
because you're pretty connected out there.
Well, it's a town of less than 5,000 people.
I know, I'm just saying.
You're connected.
Not everybody's having dinner with the judges and their wives.
Very connected to the ladies at Safeway.
That's a good team to have on your side, by the way.
True. Yes. Shout out to fucking Susie and Anna.
Are you? So is that where you're shopping at home? You're going to Safeway?
Yeah. You want to go white trash? Do you clip coupons and?
Do you?
Do you follow your Safeway rewards and spend them before the end of the month?
No way. What's a really good coupon that you can come across? Like a buy one get one or buy two get one? What's like a really good?
Here's the thing.
I want to know your grocery order too.
What the grocery stores do? They have like a scam. Like, oh, bananas are 15 cents for
That's how they get you.
a dozen. And then everything else is overpriced. So the scam is to just go in and get the one thing that they're leading you in and not buy anything else. And then go, fuck, I fucked the system. I went to Canada to avoid the draft. It feels like that.
Got a whole bunch of mangoes.
I have to get back on the road. You know, I haven't been on the road for like a year and a half, and I've fallen into this thing where I'm a coupon clipping old man.
I love how he's walking out
My
of the
wife
Safeway.
left me. My wife left me on this podcast because I'm embarrassing to her.
What is a typical run-of-the-mill few items when you go to the grocery store? What do you get?
You're going for the
discount meat, and that's the name of my new special.
Discount meat.
Yes.
Now, are you going with like, hey, I want to get some chicken and some?
No, I see what's on sale.
What you're buying, whatever's the cheapest.
First of all, you live in a weird, awful, the worst fucking place in the world.
Sure.
So you probably don't have a giant metropolis food.
Not like in the
grocery
suburbs
store
of the rest of the
where
country.
they have a whole designated
Cheap meat.
section of
Clearance
browned meat.
Yeah, it's never the right color, dude. It's getting green chicken and shit.
30% off discount meat. So that's. Are we eating pork chops tonight? We'll find out. We'll see what's brown at Safeway.
And what else? Like, you getting snacks for the house?
Cereal?
Cheez-Its?
No, I'm
Doritos. What do you eat?
I eat really good when
Do
I'm
you?
home.
That's great.
Yeah, that's the worst thing about the road is immediately your diet switches to garbage.
On the way to the airport. You're like, I'll stop at fucking Arby's or whatever. It's horrible.
At home, I open with oatmeal.
Such a comic. I open with oatmeal. I middle with a banana. Yeah.
6 raspberers.
Little
and then
crowd work.
I have a flotsam and jetsam of green powder, psyllium.
Sure.
You're taking your supplements and you're doing fiber.
And then I do smoothies with spinach, broccoli, beets.
Wow.
No kidding.
Celery,
Good
banana.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I get on the road and I'm like, all right, steak and shake. You motherfuckers don't have A1 sauce? I almost went berserk at a steak and shake in Vegas. Like, no A1 sauce? How do you have fucking steak in the name of your cunty fucking place and you don't have A1 sauce? That's like saying French fries, but we don't have ketchup. You fucking cocksucker.
We don't work there. Yelling at us.
No, I'm yelling at them because they're listening.
They might
And if
be.
they're not listening, all your listeners are going to go at Steak and Shake here, and they're going to ISO that clip. Thank you.
If you go to a nice steakhouse, do you still want your A1 sauce?
Yes.
Will you take the house sauce, whatever their steak sauce
If
is?
they go, we have
or do
like-
you prefer A1?
I have a mixture that I make. If there's no A1
a little
sauce,
bit of ketamine, a little bit of ketchup.
oh no, Worcestershire and mustard.
Really?
Yeah, and that's what I use for pork.
That's pretty good.
It is. It's gorgeous.
Dijon or yellow mustard? What do you use?
Yellow.
Really?
Yeah.
Name brand, or if it's on sale.
I don't think there's really a difference. Vodka's another one there's no difference. The best vodka, worst
They're
vodka.
very close.
Absolutely
What's your
no
go-to
difference.
vodka? If you're
Pop off.
Pop off, yeah.
Yes, we
12
did.
bucks or 15
I did it.
bucks?
I did a kind of a throwaway tester album called Pop Off Vodka Presents an Evening with Doug Stanhope,
Mm-hmm.
and it's mostly about how Pop Off refused to sponsor my podcast. Hobo Vodka said no. We wouldn't touch
We
Doug
don't wanna be in the
Stanhope
Stanhope
with a
business.
barge pole. That was the quote that I got from my manager.
No
With a
shit.
barge pole. They got
Who
fucking
do they
poetic.
think they are?
Exactly.
You're fucking pop off vodka. Now I got a question for you. So you do the plastic handle, like the plastic jug.
Yep.
Do you take the spout off, or do you keep the
No,
you take it?
when I take the spout off when I'm putting something in.
Ooh, when you're
I'm-
mixing in there, you'll
No,
mix.
no. When I put like shitty alcohol into a nicer, like if I take Evan McGregor whiskey and I pour it into a Canadian Club
Is that,
handle,
who are you doing
Where are
that
you doing
for?
this for?
me.
I'll forget in a couple of days. Drinking the good stuff.
I go the other way too. I will put really good
No shit.
into a shitty. I'm sorry. You don't like what I'm
Jack
trying to-
Johnny
Daniels or
Walker.
something.
Yeah, shitty. Yeah, I'll put good into shitty bottles. I go
Just
both
at the
ways.
house,
Yeah,
just for fun.
I have a small bar,
I've seen, yeah.
kind of like this.
Mhm.
And if I want to have company, hey, come on over.
Now, is that bar? This is a question I've always had for you since I've started hearing about it and seeing pictures. Is that bar constantly stocked, or if you're like, hey, I'm having people over, we'll go get some beers and some
No,
liquor? It's like you could go in and kind of you can make me a drink.
If I quit drinking by running out, I could probably live a year.
Really,
Yeah.
Whoa.
I've never heard it put that way.
Yeah,
that
dude,
just
that's
that
crazy.
just shook me to the bone, dude. Damn.
By myself.
Yeah.
You have friends over, they
Drink
drink
it dry.
anything.
Yeah. How many different kind of liquors you got in that bar? You think?
Well, we used to.
Because that's very
The
classy.
older you get, the less friendly you become.
Social, yeah.
Sure.
There used to be football Sundays where there's 40 people there,
Mhm.
and none of them watch football, and then you kind of meet those people out. All right, okay,
Yeah. Thin the herd a little bit.
right.
Thin them out a little bit.
So yeah, and now no one drinks like pot.
Sure.
Just like
Took it
as
over.
a lateral move, pushed people. Oh yeah, they just smoke pot or do edibles,
Take an
and
edible.
now so now booze lasts forever at my house. Nobody fucking drinks. I'm like, where do we drop this off? Like people bring over a bottle of fucking honey whiskey or something like
Sure, the
weird
gift stuff's not
flavor.
great, yeah.
And you go, no one's ever
You're not
gonna drink
touching that?
this. Have you ever had to pour out fucking alcohol and go, oh, I'm pouring out my youth?
Yeah.
What is your ultimate cocktail? Like,
Whiskey sour with egg white,
Whoa.
frothy.
really?
Oh.
Goddamn gentlemen. That's
Yeah,
new
no.
age.
Well, if I'm gonna go out and drink and pay money for it, I want something that I can't make myself
Good point.
or make well.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
my go-to drink is vodka soda, splash of grapefruit.
Okay.
Still a gentleman's drink.
Yeah.
And it's lubricating, hydrating. I mean,
Sure.
Uh-huh.
yeah, same thing.
Vitamin C.
Yeah, except I'm on statins. So, are you on any kind of drugs?
I'm not. He
You
is.
fatty?
See, he's a fan of the show.
You just beat that water bottle right off the fucking table.
That's the best fatty I ever heard in my
But
life.
do you have cholesterol issues or anything?
No, he's a fuck the fuck. Yeah, of course he does.
So are you on statins? Like there's
I'm on Rostatin. I'm on
a little bit of bacon grease.
Lipitor, and I take an aspirin every day.
oh,
That's a
As-
statin, right?
aspirin's supposed to be you can't drink that with alcohol, or is that ibuprofen?
Tylenol. I think.
Tylenol.
yeah,
yeah.
Tyler.
All right.
I take a baby aspirin.
I get
for my heart.
a something statin. It's not that one.
For your cholesterol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had massive triglycerides. And,
Sure.
And then I just went I stopped eating red meat for the most part, and they go, "Oh, you're fine."
Statins work pretty good.
Yeah,
Say they're not great for you, but keep the numbers down. You know what I mean? keep the
Hey,
books
if you,
looking
if
good.
you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, Daddy. I don't know what to tell you.
Do you guys do drugs at all?
No.
Like
big
the
boozer.
wind. Yes, of course. Yeah.
That was a no and a yes at the same time.
Yeah.
With both the same sincerity.
I'm a pretty bad. I like the sauce. Big
Yeah,
drinker.
no, I know.
Yeah,
I'm a booze bag, but I fuck with the edibles a bit, like not Joey Diaz style,
I got-
but
yeah.
a 10 milligram will
Get
fuck
you
me
going.
up.
Yeah, like a 5 milligram edible. In my, I would say I like the Colombian whites. Let me put it to you that way.
Oh, cocaine. Yeah, that was and let's shame Skankfest a little bit because that was the buzz. If there was a Yelp review about this, there was very little cocaine to be spotted.
Ah.
That's a good thing.
Well, that's pretty. I mean, with how kind of dangerous it is at this point.
I
don't know. I mean,
it's
I'm not-
become like I went through a period of my life where like drugs, everyone got sober. Like when Dave Attell quit drinking, everyone quit drinking. And that's like 15, 20 years ago. And there was a period, and now it's like cocaine is back everywhere. And I'm like, I don't want to be awake at this hour.
It's gonna affect the Benadryls.
I'm on a goddamn statin here.
And ketamine is really a thing.
Sure.
Like that's like people are doing it for
like
Psychological.
yeah,
yeah.
depression
As a
and stuff,
therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were doing it recreationally in an oil wrestling match.
performance enhancing drugs. I think they.
if they made comedy into sports where I had to piss clean, including alcohol
all
to
be in
do it,
trouble,
I'm
yeah.
out. I'm
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Yeah. I'm this guy.
Doug, you're up.
I'm,
When was the last time you did a show without even a beer?
the last one I remember was 2004.
Wow.
What happened? A snowstorm or something like that?
Red
The Sandman pushed him
Red
off
Band.
stage.
Red Band was a kid in the audience and taped it and taped people walking out in mass because it was at Ohio University, not Ohio State, the other Ohio.
I got you.
You were doing a college?
And it was for Comedy Central because it was the Man Show.
Gotcha.
And I was following Ed Helms. I was headlining a family-friendly evening on Parents' Weekend.
Sober.
And I'm like, you're bringing your daughter here. She's gonna start fucking someone. And then guys screaming, this man is a sick fuck. He's saying literally. And anyone who's listening to him is also a sick fuck. You should all fuck. He's just
Thank you, sir. I appreciate
fuck.
the endorsement.
Yeah, he keeps yelling fuck but I walked like 600 people.
That's gotta be a record, dude.
There's video out there. Someone find it or call Red Band. He knows where it is.
Are you flossing every day?
No, but I'm
You got
more.
pretty good teeth.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no, they're hideous.
They're white.
Well, they're giant and fucking
I would. Okay.
yeah.
They're not bad.
I'm a water pick guy,
Ooh.
but not often enough.
Okay. Well, you swim at a hotel pool. Like if you check into like the Residence Inn and there's a pool, you're gonna take a dip.
If you jump into a pool with all your clothes on, do you consider that
Swimming?
bathing?
No.
And do you consider that having clean laundry?
Are you jumping in or
that
are
what
you
you're doing?
falling in?
If I jump in a pool and I have like
You're wearing
dirty,
that.
yeah, I would consider that laundry and a bath.
Really?
You're doing this
Yeah.
at like the hotels?
No, but I
I mean, yeah, that's trash.
When was the last time you showered? From right now?
oh jeez.
Really?
Yeah, it's been.
Because you smell good. You look
put
clean.
together.
hang on. It was 5 days ago.
No shit.
You're joking.
Yeah. No.
You haven't been in any
Well, I'm
type
not
of water.
fucking 700 pounds.
You did pee yourself though, or you
bring,
made
me, bring me into this.
I'm not you, fatty.
Well,
Sure. No, you're not wrong.
the more folds, the more you have to wipe.
Hey, truer words never been spoken.
But
guy's
yeah,
good.
that's
This guy's
probably
good.
5 days ago.
Wow. Is that normal? Yeah.
No, more than that is normal.
Are you a deodorant
cleaning
guy?
up my
You use deodorant?
Yeah, as a preventative measure.
What brand we talking? Anything, or do you have a specific?
Old Spice.
Okay.
Okay.
What happened to my wife?
I think
I
she's
keep
going
looking
through.
to
She's
her
going
for
through the drawers out
yeah,
there.
she's been gone a while. Yeah, no, whatever they have at Dollar Tree. Do you have Dollar Tree?
Yeah, we
Sure.
got
Yeah.
Dollar
Is
Tree.
that where you're buying you're making regular Dollar Tree stops?
Oh yeah, I love Dollar Tree.
That's fun, right?
It's
You
fantastic.
just get a bunch of shit you don't really need.
buck and a
but-
quarter for
yeah.
everything.
Let me ask you, what are you whipping around town in back at home? What are you
All right,
driving?
I've on tour we have a Suburban that fucking Andy Andrews just crashed into a fucking
Wait, so you'll drive the Suburban?
Everywhere?
water plug, the
Fire
hydrant.
fire hydrant. I didn't see it. What's right in front of the fucking car? And this is a car. It's an $80,000 fucking car that beeps if you're like even close to
Sure.
a thing.
No. Where does that Suburban live? At the
Bisbee,
house?
Arizona. Yes. Well,
Huh.
everything's in where
But
I
then,
live.
so like, if you have a gig in
So that would be if we were touring
West Coast,
anywhere. If we're driving, like if we have 6 weeks in the Midwest,
You'll
you'll
take that.
drive.
yeah,
Will you
Okay.
drive from Arizona to the
Yes.
Midwest,
Yeah.
or it'll meet you there? You'll
Yeah.
drive it.
yeah, we'll drive it there.
Is it a newer Suburban, I assume?
Said 80 grand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
this
like-
year, but I haven't worked, so it's only got 2,000 miles on it, and a fucked up fender because Andy drove straight into the goddamn fire hydrant that was parked right in front of it to go to the corner store 2 blocks away. But I also
Man, he
have
just went to a place.
a Hyundai Sonata
Okay.
and a Hyundai Kona for the
Very
lady.
nice.
She drives a little Kona,
Very
Uh-huh.
nice.
and she loves it.
Okay.
Very good.
Not too bad.
And
we
will
have
you drive?
also a piece of shit pickup truck for the dump. It's a 1999 Ford S10.
Oh, that's
nice.
nice. Will you like if you're driving on a road trip out to Chicago or whatever? Will you also do some of the driving?
Oh,
too?
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like to drive?
It's if I had to sober up, I would do it just by driving around the country because I can drive for fucking 30 hours.
Oh, shit.
because if I'm not drinking, I can't sleep anyway. So
Gotcha.
I've done Madison to Bisbee straight. That was like 31 hours or something.
What? You drove
Yeah.
for
Because I can't sleep.
This guy's redlining it.
31 hours.
Did you leave after the gig, or did you stay?
Yeah.
You did the show.
After,
Hey, thank you.
after
Good
the
night.
show, and like
Fucking, I gotta get
did
to
not-
Arizona.
Oh, okay, that would probably be the last time I didn't drink during a show, but I still probably had 2 beers.
Yeah, that's not
But-
drinking.
Yeah,
Sure.
exactly.
Doug, we're on the same page here, big guy.
Didn't say no more, buddy.
That's not drinking. Okay, huh? What's do you have any
Aspirations or ambitions? No.
do you have any like rider requirements, or if you like to do before a show, or like, hey, I'll make sure I have this kind of booze or anything?
I quit smoking a year and a half ago,
I know.
except for Skankfest. I fucking smoked at least 5 cigarettes at Skankfest.
That's not bad for Skankfest.
Sure.
That don't
I
count.
know.
That's like 2 beers.
it-
That ain't drinking.
It felt like real, because I was upset with myself. Like, I was smoking last night. I smoked cigarettes. I smoked for 40-some years and quit a year and a half ago.
That's
And-
crazy.
And then I can't believe I was smoking. And I got like a phantom cough. Like, I
Yeah.
got my old cough back just from 5 cigarettes.
Do you vape or do any?
No, I
nothing?
quit
So,
cold
That was
turkey.
when we
and you're drinking. That's I give you credit for
Well,
that. That's
we were
tough.
at the
Do you smoke?
mothership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
We were at the mothership in the. Well, light them up, you pussies.
No, the mothership. The last time I went
Well, we
there,
were there. That was when we saw you, and you
I
been
took a
smoking the-
drag of Red Band's fucking
I think
cigarette.
you did, and you
I
were like,
did.
"You're like, hey, I'm 6 months." And I remember being like, "Is it tough?" And you're like, "This is tough because there's like 15 of us smoking
Oh wait,
cigs in the
that's when
green
you
room."
were performing there.
Yeah. We were there, and we were in
Yeah.
the green room, and you were like, "Nah, I quit. Whatever. It must have been 4 or 5, 6 months."
But
or something.
I went back this whenever the Edmonton Oilers were in the playoffs, because Tracy, our friend, is an Oilers fan.
That
I
was
go,
this year, yeah.
I go, if they make it to Game 7, I'll come out and watch the game with you,
Mm-hmm.
and they did. And I'm like, fuck, now we have to
Now
go
you
to
gotta
fucking Texas. and
the Suburban.
that's where we went into. It was closed, locked down for just the comics into the whatever the bar is called.
Yeah,
at the
Mitzi's.
mothership. Yeah, and it was
It's
the like 1968
Crazy.
Mad Men clouds of smoke.
That's
Just
the best.
where it's like from 6 feet up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's not down at the grid. It's just like
And
all living at the top.
I sat down with Tony and Red Band. And I'm like, just give me a fucking break.
You can only fight it for so long.
They rip
Yeah.
them like detectives.
Oh my! But no one ever smoked. Like I quit and everyone else started. Everyone quit drinking. I kept going. Everyone quit.
Goddamn trailblazer.
Nobody's. Yeah, but now everybody smokes, including you, Foley.
Do you have any as seen on TV products at the house?
Big Mouth Billy Bass, anything like
A
that?
Flowbee, a Snuggie, Slap Chop.
No, fuck, I don't think so.
Any collections of any kind?
I collect vintage Delta. I'm a big Delta guy.
Like like anything from Delta?
vintage, like
The
weird-
airline.
Yeah, the airline. I'm a like. I
We're
don't know.
Delta men.
Just hit
yeah,
just hit
100%.
diamond.
Diamond. There you go.
That's big time.
Just hit platinum.
Boo.
It's something.
It ain't silver.
It's not 360. I've never
Are
hit
you
360. No,
That's
I'm not.
fucking impossible.
I have flown so many crazy flights on Delta, like just to back in the day to hit status. Now it's just about how much
spending.
money you
Yeah.
spend. But back in the day, I flew
Miles, yeah.
Tucson to Atlanta to Johannesburg
Just
to
to get the
Amsterdam to Detroit to Las Vegas to Salt Lake to back to Tucson.
That's old road dog
without
shit.
leaving an airport. That
No
was just
fucking way.
77 hours, 57 in the air, just to hit fucking diamond and just to test my fucking.
It's the craziest
He's
thing
nuts,
I've
know.
dude.
ever
He's fucking actually. That's what old road dogs used to do because it was only miles, and
Yes.
you had to do.
That's like 5 days.
yeah,
No, 77 hours is like 3 days.
Is it?
yeah, you pussy.
Oh, yeah.
3
fat
days and
pussy.
5 hours.
I mean,
But I did that a lot. That's the one time that I but I've done those kind of. I went to Singapore, Japan to Singapore to. I've gone to Australia, but just
Just for the
Never
love.
leaving an airport.
Have you been to these places before?
Airport pub crawl. # was my thing.
That's pretty good.
Have you been to these places before where you went out and saw the sights and stuff
No.
like that?
I don't like to see things.
So you flew to Singapore and didn't leave the airport.
Singapore Airport. Look it up.
It's probably nuts.
Changi, Changi. It's always rated the best airport. They have a fucking butterfly thing.
Exhibit?
Display, yeah.
Yeah, you go in and you hang out with butterflies. They have an indoor fucking
Doug smoking
pool.
in there. You're killing the butterflies, sir.
Sorry, folks.
They love it.
I'm
They're
diamond.
addicted.
It's okay. I'm
These
timing.
butterflies are addicts. They love the cigarettes.
Do you like flying? You fly up front?
Now, yeah.
Yeah.
But no. We went coach halfway here.
Was the flight to Johannesburg and all that stuff? Was that in the back?
It was awful. It was fucking awful. Because I
Fucking
did it. I
masochist.
did it more than once. And the last time I'm like, why? Oh, my ass hurts so bad. I have no meat on my ass, so my ass hurts. We're flying to. Oh, fuck! I can't talk about this. We're going to a war zone. And
I can bleep
I
that.
just.
It could be 12
I
places.
just
though.
bought for $5.99. They have these blow up ass cushions for people in wheelchairs so they
Yeah.
don't get bed sores. And I'm like, I need that. I'm gonna need that because I remember we're gonna be
4
flying
inches higher in the seat.
75 hours of travel in a week.
That's fucking nuts. I mean, clothes. Where you get? I mean, you're put together. It's sharp. That's a nice looking jacket. The shirt, the tie, everything works. The tie
This is
clip.
a
All
Premier
vintage.
jacket, by the way.
It's a what?
Premier jacket. Never been seen, never been worn.
Whoa!
What an honor.
Got
An
it off the
AYG
eBay.
first.
Spent too much money on it.
What's too much?
too much?
$127,
That's not too
including
much
shipping.
for-
$100, $27 shipping on eBay.
That's it is a
But
beautiful
it
jacket.
was,
it's
and
really good.
You have to hope they fit perfectly.
I know.
I have a
And
comedy
that's little-
question.
Yes.
What
How
was,
do you do it?
help me out.
What's a tag?
What was the first big check that you got in comedy, and what did you do with it?
$10,000 San Francisco comedy competition when I
won.
fucking wiped the floor with Dane Cook. I didn't wipe the floor. I was a fucking neck and neck competition for 3 weeks.
What year's
I got
this?
1995.
Wow.
Yeah, $10,000 was the most money you could even imagine in the world.
What'd
back
you do
then.
with it?
Moved to Los Angeles, and Hedberg hooked me up with. I stayed with him and at that time Jana Johnson was his gal pal.
So you've always been kind of pretty good with your money as far as not blowing it on stuff, jet skis or anything like that.
No, I was never a thing guy, but now I do buy too much stupid shit. I fucking drunk eBay.
Jackets.
Yeah, I have way too many jackets, but I do sell them too. We do eBay yard sales
No
to our
fucking
fans.
way.
Yeah, yeah. Like all right,
That's
Fans,
cool.
that's
That's really
great.
cool,
Yeah, that is
actually.
cool.
Yeah.
yeah. You have to.
But
keep
you're not
it-
like collecting cars or motors. You're just buying like
No.
consumer stuff.
But all the Delta shit, I only get
Oh,
it to
right.
give to flight attendants that are cool. And like here, like
This guy's
just
fucking awesome.
Today,
Oh, the Delta
that's
memorabilia.
What is that? A 75-year anniversary
Mm-hmm.
pin? I go. Do you want it? Here you go. And I give it to cool flight attendants, and then they let you drink longer.
Yeah,
Then
he's always
got
he's
it.
always
Should.
trying to get the sauce. You know what I mean? I respect it. I mean, yeah, dude, I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna.
I
Get,
only had one drink on the 2 flights it took to get here. We left Vegas at 1 a.m., which I don't see 1 a.m.
That's
When's the
crazy.
last time you guys saw Last Call? Where you actually, they were like, all right, you got to drink
it's
up.
sooner. Yeah, not that long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially in New York, if we're doing late spots at the cellar or something, it's like I don't get done. I might not get done till 2:45, and I go out for a couple of cocktails.
You're saying usually
You're in bed.
you're in the dirt by then. You're out.
Yeah, by 10.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, but a small town, and
Sure.
we're not doing spots.
You're fucked up though.
Well,
Yeah, fucked up.
no, at home. I mean, how fucked up do you have to?
I can
No.
get pretty fucked up in my
So you
house.
like to go to bed early is what you're saying.
Yeah, you go to
Yeah.
bed early.
Older
But
gentlemen, yeah.
That's the thing about medicating your way to sleep. You go, okay, I'm kind of tired. Okay,
turn-
I'll
you
take
can-
a Benadryl and a Xanax, and
Now
I'll
it's
wake
both,
up
now,
at
now,
5
now it's
that come
both of
from?
the
5 a.m. and I have confidence.
sure.
And is that when you get up? You get up early? You like to get
Yeah,
up?
no, I wake up early, and but yeah, I get shit done.
Regimented man.
Get your oatmeal in?
Get my oatmeal, my smoothie, and then whatever. I don't have dogs to walk. They're all dead. I feed the cat, clean the cat box.
Hey, you are one of a kind,
I
brother.
know.
You are the fucking best.
Where are you guys going next?
You want to come? We're doing Johannesburg.
Have you done?
No. We just did Route 66. We started in Chicago, went all the way to LA. We had a bus, went all the way to LA, did stops all on the way. And
Wait, Route 66. Because here's what I want to set up, but without a passion to do it, is the Underground Railroad of Los Angeles to Austin.
Okay.
Because you could set up Palm Springs, Yuma, El Paso, like that whole. There should be 5 gigs on the way, and then on the way back, there you go. Austin's overrated. This place is burned out in fucking 1990 when I owned it, and you go, yeah. So people could do,
on the way back.
yeah.
That's pretty good.
I like it.
Huh.
I really love the Austin thing just because I hate New York and LA so much.
I mean,
Fair
as
enough.
somebody who lives in New York, I've never really spent a lot of time in LA. I mean, Austin's fantastic. What they've built, Rogan and Tony. I mean, it's an amazing to be able to, like, from our perspective, be able to go down and experience
The
it.
hangs down there are
It's
the
awesome.
best.
Yeah,
It's
and
fun.
they're the fucking best. I love those guys.
It used to be Austin when it was kind of burned out in the late 90s was everyone was Bill Hicks.
Sure.
And everyone, there was still a million comics there all clogging up open mics with opinions that didn't have punchlines.
I got a couple of them too.
And now it's just every comic has, I can't even remember who was the last person at Skankfest that said, yeah, no, my other place in Austin, I'm going to be there. You have a other place? Like, people are seasonally Austin because...
Will you dance at a wedding?
No, but I wouldn't sing karaoke at a karaoke night, but I did.
Where?
What
I
was
would
the
dance
song?
at a wedding, but I wouldn't. I would be ashamed that I did.
Sure.
I might dance at a wedding. I might sing at karaoke. If ecstasy is in my system, maybe I would dance.
I got enough poppers in me. I mean, yeah.
Come on.
What kind of cologne? Do you wear any cologne?
No, high karate was a thing when my dad had as a kid, and you'd splash some on your face. You were shaving even though you didn't have hair, and it burned, and you loved it.
Sure.
And that's how you got into, I need you to beat me before I can come.
I think that was the slogan.
I don't, I wish I had my goddamn list with me.
We uncovered enough, I feel.
Yeah, I think we're there.
Yeah, I mean, a part 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are needed in
You
the
gotta
future.
come
Next
back.
time you come, next time you're in New York, of course. You open your eyes underwater in a pool?
I have contact lenses, so no now.
Okay.
Yes, before I had contact lenses.
Do you like breakfast in bed? Will you have a breakfast in bed?
Yeah, I've heard you ask this before, and
So crazy.
but because Bingo and I were talking about this when you were asking. I picture when you say breakfast in bed, I
Yes,
picture
of course.
a thing.
Yeah, that's what
a
I mean.
Tray over you.
Yeah.
Not eating a fucking
A bagel or something.
yeah,
Laying down.
yeah, a sausage and egg McMuffin. Sitting down. No, that's like eating with your. I don't even have a chin. So if I was laying down in bed, no, I would not do that.
Okay.
It'd be terrible. Just physically, aesthetically unpleasing.
Do you bite your fingernails?
No, that's fucking gross.
That's
Gross.
That's where he draws the line.
Here's what bothers me. Mouth sounds
Okay.
which is
you
very.
listen to this
It's
podcast?
ubiquitous on like NPR,
Yeah,
where they're this close
sure.
to the mic. Hi, I'm Lakshmi Singh.
It's
I like
driving
their
me
work.
nuts.
And biting your nails. So what do you do? Clip them?
No, wind is the other thing that bothers me.
Did you say wind?
Wind. Yeah.
The sound of wind?
No, just being in a windy situation. It
I
fucking
agree with
makes
that.
me angry, and I think it might be. I've tried to. You know when you get a song stuck in your head, but you haven't heard that song and you can't understand, and you try to backtrack to why is this fucking stupid song? There's one by The Who that I always like when I'm doing dishes. I'm like, why?
You better, you bet.
No, that's
Bubba
weird. That's the one that was in my head and I'm like, that's not the song, but that was the
I was
song.
listening to it this morning.
No, it's
Baba O'Reilly.
no, it's a fucking very obscure one. It's the fuck. I'll get back to it anyway. Where you try to backtrack to
Why?
yeah,
Yeah, like why you're bothered by it?
the wind is, I think it's because when I grew up, I smoked cigarettes from age 13,
Okay.
and I'd love to read the newspaper. And wind, like when
It's
you
an
try
old
to
soul.
light cigarettes with a match, and it would blow it out, and it would, or a lighter, it would just like, oh fuck you, and it would blow your paper around. I think maybe that's why I fucking hate wind so much. It makes me like physically.
I understand.
But you can't kill wind.
No.
And balloons are also. I hate balloons. I have an irrational fear of balloons.
Okay, like the
No. Them being blown up. Anything that could explode scares me.
Pop.
Yeah. Like a balloon in its natural environment, but it being blown up near me.
was right on the edge of popping.
Yeah, when I'm at Safeway and they're doing the fucking balloon. No, stop it!
So you don't like nitrous?
No, it's catch-22 right there.
I powered
Gentleman
through.
caught me in a quandary.
How dare you, sir?
I fucking love both of you.
Ah, thank
Buddy,
you.
we love you, man.
Have you ever oh, this is a big one for you. Have you ever saved a Crown Royal bag?
I think I have.
Oh, wow. What a picture of your
But it's
quilt being done in them.
But first of all, I want to know your writing process of this, because
Sure.
like, how many questions?
There's
Have you ever
hundreds,
counted
thousands.
how many questions? Has any fan of yours? Has
No.
anyone on Reddit?
Sure. No, there's we each have a couple hundred that we pull from, and like some.
We have a lineup staple that we like to ask each guest, so everybody gets to see what their answers are. Like, you know, the grocery store growing up, the street, the grades.
That's
the
why I
pets.
love this podcast. Is I play with myself. I don't. There's
I bet
other
you do, Doug.
podcasts. There's,
I did this morning.
there's other podcasts that you go, all right, well, who's the guest?
Mm-hmm.
But this, you go, oh, I'm gonna like. I listen to this podcast going, I want to answer. I'm yelling at the screen, and it's
the
and it's
booze
only the
talking.
audio. Like, I'll tell you.
That I mean, honestly,
Get on a statin, fatty.
the fact that you listen is fucking genuinely the coolest thing.
Yeah,
to me.
we fuck- that's an honor.
It's amazing. Thank you.
We love it, man.
I mean, you're 100% trash.
It's
but
crazy.
still.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't like balloons. You don't like the wind.
I'm afraid of balloons, and I hate the wind, and I want to punch it in the face.
And he peed on his pants 3 days ago.
And-
hasn't showered in 5 days.
And I guarantee you, I can find a witness that's a comedian that you would believe that I go, should I wear those pants
On the
on
show.
Are You Garbage? Because they're the same pants as these. They're just a different pair. I should, just to be authentic, wear the pants I pissed in,
The urine pants.
but I didn't.
I appreciate you cleaning it up a little bit. Yeah, hell of a
all out
guy
for it.
there, Doug.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Doug Stanhope, one of the best.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, one of the best. Anything you want the folks out there to know?
Any dates or anything, or you're off the road for a bit?
No, we're going to a war zone.
Said you weren't supposed to tell anybody.
Yeah, but I didn't say where.
Baltimore.
Chicago.
But no, I have a special that I recorded about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
That I hate myself so much I couldn't even watch. But then I saw a special. I'm like, all right, if that's going out,
I love how his brain works, dude.
I better put mine out. Because there was one bit on that special where I'm like, I wrote that same joke. I unfortunately didn't do it on my special, but it was about you.
Oh, jeez.
I'll tell you after the. So that's going out on my Patreon that like 1,100 people are on.
Big homies, our Patreon.
Yeah.
Go support fucking Doug's
Of course.
Patreon. It's fucking the best.
And we have so much stuff that I got a new kid from Australia that's doing all these. He's downloaded all this shit and digitized like old school, like me on Dennis Miller's,
way.
That's
like,
awesome.
All sorts of like old school shit. So yeah, the Patreon is coming hard, and
that.
I've taken a year and a half off the road, but put it into let's do some shit from home.
Love that.
Remind folks who I
You're one of the best. I mean, I'll
one
say
of the
it.
best to ever do it, brother.
Yeah.
You know you're the first person that I ever opened for.
Oh yes.
Where?
Yes.
Philadelphia at the Trocadero.
I was upset I didn't get the
Oh
gig.
shit!
Yeah.
Was that Sarah Palin days?
This would have been 2009
Probably 2009
or 10 or
8,
maybe
9.
11.
Yeah, it's probably 2009.
The Trocadero Theater.
Yeah. No, I remember. There's one clip that's out there where I have this bit that I got actually before any kind of Me Too shit. I got in some UK trouble where they try to call me out. I'm like, no, I was making fun of, but it was about Sarah Palin having a baby, and it's I don't know if you were there. All right.
Doug Stanhope, everybody.
Thank you, Doug.
Kibby, what do you got for him?
Guys, we're off the road for a little bit. There's still a couple tickets left for Philly. Get those there, and we love you. Thank you.
Gang, we love you. Doug, we love you.
Thanks, man.
We'll see you next week.
Peace.